Hi there, my name is Leon, Technical Manager here at Oprema, home of real distributors. Welcome to our latest video. This video, as always, is powered by Seagate, who we thank for their continued support. And today we'll be discussing the Dahua VDP Kit. This is the surface mount kit, and inside this box comes with everything you need for your installation, other than the cabling, of course, otherwise it'd be a much bigger box. So inside this box, you have the PoE switch, your outdoor station, your back box, and also your indoor monitor. This is the touchscreen version, so this is fully touchscreen. It can be also linked to the DMSS platform, so it can be answered calls remotely when you're not at home, and also the ability to release the relay on the back of this unit to open a gate barrier, whatever you may be you want to connect and integrate to. So we're going to go through this together, show you how simple it is to connect it and how easy it is to set up. Let's just put this together. So just before we go into the setup, I'm just going to show you the device itself. So this is the camera module with a one call button. On the unit itself, as you see, there's the network port, and then a bunch of terminal blocks. On there we have a door release, and also the option for like push to exit button, request to exit, allow inputs, and also the RS-485 data out to connect to a secondary relay module, so you can open a second gate. So you could use it on pedestrian gate, and then for a vehicle gate, if you need to use that functionality, this does have the option to do that. So just going to put a bit of a schematic on the screen here. So on the schematic you can see this is a bit of an overview of how this will be fully connected up. So you'll have your router connected to the uplink port of the PoE switch, and then you'll have your other devices connected to the PoE switch also, as these devices do actually run off generic PoE, don't need no special switches or anything untoward. They do have the option to run off 12 volts, but as they come to the PoE switch, this is how the kit goes together. I'm just going to put it all together for you now, and I'll show you how to configure it. So similar to our schematic, as you can see here, we have the PoE switch with our devices connected. We have our internet connection, which is connected via the uplink. We have our outdoor station, indoor monitor, and we also have our IP camera, but we'll ignore that for now. We'll come back to that a little bit later on. We're going to do everything set up via this little device here. Let's go through it together. So this is the first screen you're going to see on your indoor monitor. You do need to change the region, so just touch this, do a search. United Kingdom, then OK. Keep the language as English. Move where you have apartment or villa. So this is classed as a villa, as it's only one module. First time config. So your option for DHCP or static address. As you can see, there's obtained the address there. We keep our devices with static IP addresses in case they change and cause any issues. So we'll keep this as static. You do need to put a password in, so we'll use 6/8 just for now. And you do have to put a password reset email in there. So now just set this up quickly. And this is just in case you forget your login credentials and you do need to log into the unit for any reason. And also you need to put another password, which would be for the outdoor station. So let's check this out quickly. These are just what we're using for today, and the email is left as the previous email address. Let's press next. As you can see there, we have two uninitialized devices. So it'll be the VTH, which is this device, and the VTO, which is the outdoor station. We need to initialize both these devices. That one's initialized. Also, that's initialized. So both devices are now initialized and they'll be able to go online. Press next. It's just assigning device information. So as you can see, they have two individual IP addresses and they're both down as mains. So this is the main monitor, and we also have the main outdoor station. You can add multiples on. Maybe we'll do a further video for that. So the one key configuration, give it a few seconds to run through. What this does, it finds the two devices, merges them together to give you one complete system. Give it a few seconds for it to continue to scan. Once it's done, it will restart. And just to save some time, I'll pause the video until it reboots. I'll put this on full screen again so you can see what I'm actually doing. So if we go into the settings tab, There's a few options in here. For the time and date, go to general. You can adjust the time settings and NTP. Also there's display settings in there, so you can adjust the brightness. So depending on room location, you can adjust that. So obviously you wouldn't have the same brightness as in a bedroom, for instance, as you would in the lounge or a hallway. You have the option to adjust the ring tones. So there's multiple ring tones in there, and you can adjust that, and also the volume. So you can turn it up and down to meet your requirements. Further to that, the unit does have an SD card installed, so what you can do, you can set it up to have guest message. So if you have any unanswered calls, you have the option to leave a message that can be played back upon your return, and you can watch those on this particular tablet unit. And further to this, you go to monitor. If you press that little symbol there, what it does is gives us a live feed. As you can see, it's a live feed from what I'm filming right now. We'll go back. In addition to that, so if you wanted to use this unit remotely, so any part of the world or for an office when you're out of the office, what you can do is to go into this tab here. You have the little QR code icon. Just going to grab my mobile. What you can do, just bear with me while I try and get a decent angle. As you can see me scanning it there. It's now added to my phone. Bear with me while I type in the credentials. I'll do this for you so you can see what I'm doing. So also put in the password that we set up to initialize the device earlier, and press save. There you go, and it gives us a live feed instantly. What I will do now in here, bear with me 1 second. Go to the door section, there's the video feed. I do want to change some of the settings of the camera focus. Go into our stream settings, I want to change that from substream to mainstream, so it gives me the best video quality at all times. Obviously, depending on your installation type, you may need to change that accordingly. Then press save. Also in here, go to notification, enable that, and then press save. What this does is now enables me to get push notifications to my mobile phone once the call button's been pushed on the external unit. Oh, bear with me. Let's close this down. If I now press the call button,
calling now. Please wait a moment.
as you can see, I have a banner. Hit that continues to call, same as it does with that internal unit. I can answer or ignore the call from here. I'll ignore this one, and I'll also ignore this one for now. But that is how easy it is to set these units up, especially for
The line is busy now.
remote notifications, to be able to use this unit anywhere in the world. That is how easy and simple it is to do. As you can see, it does give you a log of what calls you've had, so you can go into there and set up so you can see you've had missed calls. And also you can have all calls, missed calls, all depending on how you like this particular setup. But for standalone purposes, that will be exactly as you would set it up in this instance. I will do further videos on how to connect the camera and also an NVR, so you can use this screen to view your CCTV system. But thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Almanac out. Home of Real Distributors. Oprema. See you all again soon.